Turbo Concrete Mega Yo! Today we're making a knife grinding jig to put perfect bevels all the way down the end of really long blades. So because it's for longer blades, it's going to be a little bit different to most other people's designs. Normally people use the table on the grinder and then, you know, a little right angle piece with a adjustment on that angle, so not really a right angle anyway, but whatever. Starting off with a bit of angle iron and that slides along the bed. But if I was to do that with something suitable for making an 18-inch machete, then the bed's gonna have to be at least 3 foot fucking wide, isn't it? So for me that's a bit of a no-no. So what we're gonna start with for raw materials, I've got some inch stock that I pulled out of a skip, some nice 12mm ground. They were ground at some point, but they've gone a bit rusty now, but they'll be right. And pushrod tubes and tappets out of a Lycoming H2AD 76 series engines. These things are always going wrong because they're shit. Especially the valve train, very weak valve train. As a result, I've got loads of push rods and the tappet bodies off these engines, because these are the bits that fail where the tappet follows the camshaft. Either way, I've got some scrap ones, and I'm going to use the nice rounded ends of the push rods and the socket from the tappet body to act as a pivot on my blade jig. Yeah. Right then, everybody, that's the fixture itself made up. Nice and solid. I used a lot of metal here. Come out of a skip, so it don't really matter. But I always think with this sort of thing, you're better off having a bit of weight. Stop things flapping around too much. That works nicely. Holds it parallel and has zero flex. Well, everything has a bit of flex. It just depends how much you lean on it, I suppose, doesn't it? But I knocked this up off camera. This is just a little test clamp. I'll probably make a few different designs of this clamp, but that's okay. These can knock up quite quickly, and really they'll be limited to whatever thickness you build the clamp. Each clamp will only take a certain thickness of metal. If you use a different thickness of metal, then the metal will be off centre, which will produce uneven bevels, which is what we want to try and avoid. So you can see if I have the fixture out here, then I'm going to get a very steep grind on anything in this fixture. Whereas if I drop it right down, you know, I'll get an incredibly fine grind, too fine for this fixture in actual case. In actual fact. Hey, fantastic! Where have you gone? Where's the fucking camera? There we go. Fantastic results. We've turned this bit of mild steel into a devastating blade. You know, probably not a devastating blade, but either way, look at that fucking lovely crisp bevel. Yeah, they're not even on each side. I think this chap here is a bit shorter than the one on this side. Hopefully this is because I marked it up a bit badly. I didn't really take my time marking it up. Overall, I am very happy with the results. Really, I'm going to have to get cracking and make a blade with this thing, aren't I? I've got to replace the platen on here. The platen's the flat area you work on, I suppose. This one's got a low friction self-adhesive pad underneath it, which is probably great for general workshop use, but isn't what I need for knife making. So I've got to find a bit of steel to go underneath this belt, just in the area that I'm working in. But I should do that when I find a bit of steel, which shouldn't be too long, I hope. And then I suppose you'll see me make a few machetes on this thing, eh? Alright, leave a comment if you've got any ideas for this. Like and subscribe and share this with your mates if you can. As always, like if you wanna help me with the Super Mega Turbo Workshop, like I'll leave the Patreon details down below. Any helps like fucking amazing from you guys. Cheers, thank you very much. And like and subscribe and that, and I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.